M. Victor Anthony Raj. He has pursued his bachelor's, master's, and MPhil in physics. He then went on to pursue his PhD in physics at the University of Madras as well. He then went on to work as a lecturer at Tiruvalluvar Arts and Science College and Idya Engineering College for Women. Since the year 2006, he works as the lecturer and assistant professor at Loyola College, Chennai. With regard to research, he has published several papers in international journals, namely Radio Wave Propagation over Salem, Linear and Non-Linear Optical Properties of Pure and Doped Selenium Malate Single Crystals, and many more. He has also attended several conferences and seminars, namely International Conference on Materials Science and Technology, National Conference on Higher Education at Crossroads held at Loyola College, National Seminar on Crystal Growth 12 held at VIT University, and many more.
Welcome to DTH channel for the course Astronomy and Astrophysics. Astronomy is a fascinating subject in science. Everybody wonders about the object above Earth. Night sky is dark, day sky is blue. In that night sky, many glittering objects appears. Every people wonders what's that glittering object, from their childhood to till their age-old person. Such a fascinating glittering objects are stars. Astronomers focused those stars and found out what are the constituents of those stars, how far those stars are existing. All the details of those stars are revealed by the research performed by astronomers. Apart from stars, many other objects are there in our sky. All the details of all those objects are revealed by the astronomers. In that way, astronomy is a fascinating subject in science. Now, in this course, I would like to start with the first lecture, solar system. Solar system is the one in which we are living. In that solar system, we are living in planet Earth, the only planet having life in the solar system. Not only in the solar system, in the whole universe, our Earth is the only planet which has life in that solar system. I am going to deliver this lecture in the following way. Introduction about the solar system, planets in our solar system, other objects in our solar system, then finally summarizing all discussions about this lecture. Coming to the introduction, as I told earlier, Earth is the only planet in the solar system, in the universe, having life. This is a fascinating planet in our solar system. Solar system means a group of planets with sun at the center. Like our solar system, many solar systems are there in the galaxy in which we are living. The galaxy in which we are living is named as Milky Way galaxy. Many of us know that Milky Way galaxy is a spiral galaxy. This solar system is part of that Milky Way galaxy. Like our solar system, innumerable solar systems are there in Milky Way galaxy as one star at the center. Innumerable galaxies and other objects like asteroids, meteorites, comets, meteors, like that, many other objects are there in the galaxy and in the universe. This is how the whole universe is created. This is the picture of Earth taken by NASA scientists. Now, our solar system is the only system supporting life. The planets of our solar system and other asteroids hold nearly 150 moons in their orbit. In our galaxy, more than 150 moons are there. This solar system, the solar system in which we are living, consists of 8 planets and a star. That star is nothing but our sun, and many small objects like dwarf planets, asteroids, comets, like that. Many small objects are there in the solar system. Our solar system takes around 230 million years to complete one rotation around the galactic center. Around that Milky Way galaxy, this solar system rotates. So, to complete one rotation, it takes around 230 million years to complete one rotation. These are the 8 planets in our solar system: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. Earth is the 3rd planet in our solar system. You can see Earth tilting angle is 23.4 degree. Then time taken by Earth to complete one rotation is 23 hours 56 minutes. That is one day. We are treating this time taken by the Earth to complete one rotation as one day. 24 hours constitutes one day. The meaning of one day is the time taken by Earth to complete one self-rotation. Like this, Mercury takes to complete one self-rotation 56 days, 15.5 hours. 56 days in the sense 58 Earth days, 15.5 hours. Then Venus takes 243 Earth days and 26 minutes. Then Mars takes 1 Earth day and 36 minutes. Jupiter takes just 9 hours and 55 minutes to complete one self-rotation. Then Saturn takes 10 hours and 40 minutes to complete one self-rotation. Uranus takes 17 hours and 14 minutes to complete one self-rotation. Neptune takes just 16 hours to complete one rotation. Like that, planets in our solar system takes different times to complete one self-rotation. Then you can see the angle of tilt of all the planets. As I told earlier, Earth is tilted 23.4 degree. Like that, Mercury is tilted 0 degrees. That means no tilt is there in the axis of the Mercury. Then Venus tilts 117.3 degree. Then almost 180 degree, 177.3 degree, almost 180 degree. Mars is tilted 25.2 degrees. Then Jupiter is almost horizontal, 3.1 degree. Very minute tilting is there in Jupiter. Then in Saturn, 26.7 degree, axis of Saturn is tilted 26.7 degree. Uranus is tilted 97.8 degree and Neptune is tilted 28.3 degree. Like that, all planets in our solar system tilt in its axis to do the rotation. All these rotations are possible, or bindings are possible for the planets due to the gravitational force. That gravitational force is a major discovery in physics, in science. Newton proposed this gravitational force. According to Newton's gravitational law, the force of attraction between two bodies is directly proportional to product of their masses and inversely proportional to square of the distance between them. This is Newton's law of gravitation. Based on this Newton's law of gravitation, all objects in the universe are bound together, are bound to each other. There is no support for any object in the universe other than the gravitational force. That's the beauty of gravitational force in astronomy. Coming to the exploration of the objects in the space, so far more than 300 robotic spacecrafts explored the objects in the space, that is in extraterrestrial life beyond Earth orbit. It is located in the outer spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy. That is, our solar system is located in the outer part of the spiral arm of the Milky Way galaxy. As I told earlier, Milky Way galaxy is a spiral galaxy. Many arms are there in that spiral galaxy. In that arms, in one arm, our solar system rotates. Thousands of other planetary systems are there in our Milky Way galaxy. For each planetary system, there is a sun. So, thousands of other planetary systems are orbiting other suns in Milky Way galaxy. It is believed that this Milky Way galaxy has been formed some 4.5 billion years ago from a dense cloud of gas and dust. At the start of universe, according to Big Bang theory, a small tiny object exploded, and the propagation of the parts of the explosion constitutes this universe. That's the idea in Big Bang theory. According to Big Bang theory, this universe would have been started, the Big Bang explosion would have been exploded some 13.5 billion years ago. In that 13.5 billion years ago, our planetary system has formed some 4.5 billion years ago from a dense cloud of gas and dust. This is how theories and observations in astronomy proposed the age of our solar system as 4.5 billion years. This is an Artesian view of the solar system. Now, coming to our solar system, there are, as I told earlier, there are 8 planets in our solar system. International Astronomical Union is a body, scientific body comprising all astronomers, which gives definitions and other concepts in astronomy. According to that International Astronomical Union, IAU, there is a definition for a planet. According to IAU, a true planet is defined as a body that circles the sun without being some other object satellite. So, a planet, to be a planet, it should circle in a circular orbit. It should revolve in a circular orbit, and it should not be a satellite to other objects in the universe, and it should be large enough to be rounded by its own gravity. All planets are proposed as a spherical object in the solar system, and all planets are proposed as a spherical object in the solar system. So, how it got that spherical shape? It got that spherical shape due to gravity. To get a spherical shape due to gravity, it should have some minimum size. That minimum size is called threshold minimum. So, a planet, to be a planet, it should be large enough to be rounded by its own gravity. It should not be greater than the actual planet size. If it is greater than the actual planet size, what will happen? It may undergo a nuclear fusion like a star. Then more heat will come out from that planet. then automatically that object will not come under the planet, it will go to the star category. So, a true planet should be large enough to be rounded by its own gravity and has clear its neighborhood of most other orbiting bodies. So, it should clear the neighborhood of most other orbiting bodies. This is the definition put forth by the scientific community in International Astronomical Union for the definition of a planet. All 8 planets in our solar system has passed this definition, has cleared this definition, so that there are 8 planets in our solar system. Earlier 9 planets were there in our solar system, because Pluto was included as one of the planet in our solar system. This Pluto was discovered in the year 1930. In the year 1930, till 1990, that Pluto continues to be a planet. In the year 1990, a controversy arose among the astronomers whether Pluto is a planet or something else. That discrepancy, controversy continued till 2006. Arguments were proposed, were given by many astronomers. Then finally in 2006, it is decided that Pluto is not a planet, it's a dwarf planet. So, till 1990, there were 9 planets in our solar system. After 2006, in our solar system, there are only 8 planets. So, the 8 planets, 200 plus moons, because objects in our solar system has satellites, natural satellites, which is called moons. So far 200 plus moons are identified by the astronomers, researchers in the solar system. Then 9,58,263 asteroids and 3,633 comets are there in our solar system. These are all the numbers known to mankind so far. In future years, it may increase. The 8 planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. Earlier, before 2006, Pluto was also a planet in our solar system. After 2006, that Pluto is removed from our solar system. So, these are all the planets in our solar system. Astronomers are still hunting for the 9th planet, because they lost one planet in our solar system due to the definition and other ideas among and controversy among the astronomers. Mathematical evidence was proposed in the year 2016 for the existence of the 9th planet. It's very far than the Pluto. It's very far in distance than the Pluto. So, astronomers may find out the 9th planet in our solar system. That 9th planet may be called as planet 9, also planet X. This planet is believed to be about 10 times the mass of the Earth and 5,000 times the mass of the Pluto. This is believed to be 10 times the mass of the Earth and 5,000 times the mass of the Pluto. Thus, astronomers are in search of the 9th planet. So, in our solar system, 8 planets are there. People are in search of the 9th planet according to the definition of the International Astronomical Union. Here you can see asteroid belt after the 4 innermost planet. These 4 innermost planet are called as terrestrial planet. These 4 outermost planet in our solar system are called as giant gas structures. These 4 innermost planets are solid in nature, and these are all gas-like structures, very big in size. Few more astronomical objects are there after the 8th planet, that astronomical objects are still named by the people in the field of research. So, this is the Artesian view of the solar system in which we are living. Now, the four, as I told, the four innermost planets, Mercury, Venus, Earth and Mars, are made up of mostly of iron and rock. As I told earlier, these four planets are solid planets. They are also known as terrestrial or Earth-like planets because of their similar size and composition. Earth has one natural satellite, Moon, and the Mars has two moons, Deimos and Phobos. The outer planets, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune, are giant worlds with thick outer layer of gas. As I told, the outermost planets are giant planets where the atmosphere of the giant planets are thick outer layer, thick gases. As I told earlier, 200 plus moons are there in our solar system. So far, 200 plus moons were identified by the NASA people. 200 moons were identified by the NASA people. So, this is how the 8 planets are classified as inner planet and outer planet. These are the inner planets: Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars. Artesian view of the 4 inner planets. Then outer planets: Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. These 4 outer planets are giant planets with gas-like structure in its outer layer. The inner planets are solid planet whose contents are rock and other things. This is how the planets in our planetary system are classified. Between the inner planets and outer planets, there are dozens of moons with a variety of compositions. The moon compositions are ranging from rocky to icy, even volcanic things are there between these planets. Nearly all the planets' mass is made up of hydrogen and helium, giving them composition like that of Sun. The outer planets mass is made up of hydrogen and helium because the outer planets are more big or giant world. Their outer layer is full of gas. Those gases are nothing but hydrogen and helium. Beneath these outer layers, they have no solid surfaces because the pressure from their thick atmospheres liquefy their insides, although they might have rocky cores. In that outer planets, they have no solid surfaces. The reason for the non-existence of the solid surfaces is the pressure from their thick atmosphere liquefies their inside, although they might have rocky cores. So, this is how our solar system can be defined and learnt. So, 4 innermost planets are there, 4 outer planets are there. The inner planets are solid and rocky, outer planets are giants and gas-like structure. Coming to the orbital properties of the planets in our solar system. All distances in astronomy are measured in astronomical unit. Astronomical unit is a distance or average distance between the Sun and the Earth. Astronomical unit is average distance between the Sun and the Earth. Mercury is 0.387 astronomical unit from Sun. Venus 0.723 astronomical unit from Sun. Earth is exactly 1 astronomical unit because that astronomical unit itself defined by the position of the Earth from the Sun. So, Earth has got 1 astronomical unit in thing. Then Mars astronomical unit is 1.2 1.524 distance. Jupiter is 5.203, then Saturn is 9.537, Uranus 19.191 astronomical unit, Neptune 30.069 astronomical unit. All these data are obtained by NASA scientists. Then time taken by the planets to revolve is given here. Eccentricity of the orbits. Eccentricity of the orbits in the sense how circular the orbit is. If the eccentricity is equal to 0, the orbit is perfectly circular. If the eccentricity is equal to 1, the orbit is highly elongated. So if you see the values of the eccentricity of the orbits, it will be between 0 to 1. So if the Mercury has got a highly elongated orbit because its value is 0.2. All other planets' eccentricity is 0.0. So they are all very closer to the circular orbit. If we take the eccentricity of Earth, it will be 0.0167. That means slight deviation, elliptical orbit is there for the orbit of the Earth. Then angle of inclination, already I told how the axes of the planets are inclined in the space. All these details are given. This is the orbital properties of the planets. Now coming to the other objects in our solar system, asteroids, then meteors, meteoroid and meteorite, then comets. These are all the other objects in our solar system. Coming to asteroids, so far 9,58,263 asteroids are enumerated by NASA scientists in our solar system. These asteroids are small rocky-like objects that orbit the Sun. Although asteroids orbit the Sun like planets, they are much smaller than the planet. There are a lot of asteroids in our solar system. Most of them live in the main asteroid belt, a space between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. That is, the space between the inner planets and the outer planets. Then these asteroids hang out in other places too. Example, some asteroids are found in the orbital path of planets. This means that the asteroid and the planet follow the same path around the Sun, Earth and a few other planets have asteroids like this. This is a photograph of image of asteroid taken by NASA's Galileo spacecraft. Very close-up image of asteroid. You can see this is a rock-like structure. Now coming to meteor and meteoroid and meteorite, they are all same object. Based on the position, it got its name. They are all related to the flash of light called shooting showers. We could have observed some of the shooting showers in the sky. In India, it's not common. In other countries of the world, the shooting showers are common. These shooting showers are nothing but meteors. We call the same object by different names depending on where it is, as I told. Meteoroids are objects in space that range in size from dust grain to small asteroid. I told earlier, asteroids are rock-like objects. These meteoroids are space rocks. You can think these meteoroids as space rocks. When these meteoroids enters the Earth's atmosphere, not only to the Earth's atmosphere, you can think about other planets' atmosphere, even Mars at high speeds, it will burn up. Once it enters the Earth's atmosphere or other planets' atmosphere with high speed, it burns up and gives out light. So the fireballs or shooting stars are called meteors. When a meteor surveys a trip through the atmosphere and hits the ground, it is called a meteoroid. In this picture, you can see the meteoroid coming in the outer space. Once it enters the atmosphere of a planet, it becomes a meteor. Then it enters into Earth. After escaping the atmosphere, it enters into the Earth. the Earth or any other planet, it will be meteorite. In Earth, most of the meteorite will die in the atmosphere itself, because to our Earth, atmosphere is the protecting layer. Then the next object in our solar system is comets. These comets are very fascinating object to all the humankind. These comets are nothing but leftovers from the dawn of our solar system, which was originated, which was born some 4.6 billion years ago, and consists mostly of ice coated with dark organic materials. These comets are referred as dirty snowballs. People believe that these comets will yield clues about the formation of life in our solar system and formation of our solar system itself. Comets may have brought water and organic compounds, the building block of life, to the early Earth and other part of the solar system. This image gives the comet X-ray image of this comet. So this is how the comets are one of the most searched object in the solar system. Each comet has a tiny frozen part called a nucleus, often no larger than the few kilometers across. This nucleus contains icy chunks, frozen gases with bits of embedded dust. A comet warms up as it nears the sun and develops an atmosphere or coma. This coma is called tail of the comet. The sun's heat causes the comet's eyes to change to gases, so the tail gets larger or coma gets larger. What is the reason for the formation of tail or coma in comet? You have the sun's heat causes the comet's eyes to change to gases. This tail or coma may extend hundreds of thousands of kilometers. The pressure of sunlight and high-speed solar wind, solar particles can blow the tail or coma dust and gas away from the sun, sometimes forming a long bright tail. Comets actually have two tails, a dust tail and iron gas tail. This is how comets become a fascinating object in our solar system. So this is how our solar system consists of many interesting objects. So in this lecture we have seen that our solar system consists of 8 planets, a star is nothing but our sun, and many small objects like dwarf planets, asteroids, meteors, comets, etc. Then 200 plus moons are there in our solar system. 9,58,263 known asteroids are there, and 3,633 comets are there. The planets, names of the planets in our solar system are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune. There are lots of asteroids in our solar system. Most of them live in the main asteroid belt, a region between the orbits of Mars and Jupiter. Meteor, meteoroid and meteorite are related to the flashes of light called shooting stars, but all the three are same object. Based on its position, it's named in 3 ways, sometimes seen streaking across the sky, but we call the same object by different names. Then comets, fascinating object in our sky, is leftovers from the start of our solar system, which took place around 4.6 billion years ago. Comets may have brought water and life to the Earth in which we are living. These are all the things we have learned in our solar system. After listening to this lecture, you can answer the following questions. State the definition of planet given by International Astronomical Union. List the planets in our solar system. What is called asteroids? Explain the formation of comets. Discuss the meteoroids showers. These questions shall be answered by you after listening to this lecture. you can refer the following websites to learn more about our solar system. Thank you.